Conventions, anything from video games, anime, and well, anything really. So many of your favorite things all in one place. However, it can be very overwhelming. Sometimes you don't know where to start, and the swarms of people just make it worse. But don't worry, I'm here to help you and share some tips, as I went to my first convention called Anime Expo. Hi, hello, hey, I'm Chloe Colors, and here are some things you should never do at a convention. Okay, before you even think about going to a convention, the thing is to be prepared and budget. Trust me, when you get to the event, you're gonna want everything you see, and it's very easy to get carried away. Plus, you might want to take account of the food items. You know, they might seem so pretty and nice, but they're hella expensive. Like for example, at Anime Expo, I was getting hungry. So we decided to go to the front, and in the front they had a bunch of food trucks. And in one of the food trucks, I tried this one thing where there was a cup and ramen inside. It was decent, but it was sort of like a same price of a poster you could get at Artist Alley. So that's what you want to take into account when you're planning and budgeting. And also, just make sure to bring a bag that is suitable for the things you buy and carry around in the event. You know, there's a lot of people struggling to carry all their posters and figures and stuff like that, so you might want to take that into account when you're going to an anime expo and planning to buy some things. And also, pack all the essentials. Take care of yourself, like deodorant or makeup wipes or extra shoes, please. I'm begging you. Bring extra shoes. So you just bought your first convention ticket and you're super excited, but wait, you want to cosplay? First thing to do is never do your cosplay last minute. Even if it's just a simple cosplay, do not do this last minute. I wanted to cosplay because it was my first convention, and I sort of cosplayed before, but nothing really official. So I wanted to cosplay Makima from Chainsaw Man. Because it's pretty simple. You know, black pants, button-up shirt, a tie. However, the biggest problem I had was the hair. I had the hairstyle that I could replicate pretty well with my own hair, but I didn't really want to dye my hair red. But also, the other problem is I didn't want to buy a wig or anything because I felt like it would make the cosplay look cheap. I mean, props to all the people who can make cheap wigs look good, but I'm just not one of those types of people. So the logical thing I thought to do was maybe I should just dye my own hair red, right? I mean, I've dyed my hair before, many colors. It isn't that hard, but the thing is, I love my blonde and black hair. And a little lesson with red. If you want red hair, expect it to never go away. Red stains my hair so much, so I knew if I were to dye it, then I would have to stay red. But honestly, it took me a long time to get to blonde after bleaching it so many times. So I thought maybe the alternative was to get one of those red hairsprays, you know, when you go to school and it's crazy hair day and you want to go a little more crazy and you dye your hair with one of those sprays. Yeah, that's what I decided to do. And it worked very well. I was pleasantly surprised. And it washed off and it didn't stain my hair. While I was testing this out a day before the actual event, it got all over my fingers, but I thought it was fine. But it did not turn out well. At the end of the event, the red from my hair dripped all over my white shirt because it was so hot that day. And it made my cosplay just look bad at the end of the day. And to avoid something like this, I would say thoroughly plan your cosplays so you can focus on having a good time than the way you look. But even though I was a little upset, a lot of people came up to me and actually took pictures with me, which I was surprised by because I didn't think my cosplay looked that good, but it was nice getting recognized for my character, and it was still a lot of fun either way. I walked around the whole LA Convention Center, and I was confused at this line that wrapped around. I was like, oh, that's probably for something else, something exclusive, right? But no. It was just to get in. I mean, to give context, I was on day one, so, you know, there's gonna be a lot of people, but I did not expect the line to wrap around the whole convention center. And when we finally got into the event, and it was so filled, all the people who were waiting in that big line were just inside. And yeah, we were like basically all shoved in there. I just want to say, Anime Expo is so huge, and there was so much to do and see. Everything was so cool. There was a Studio Ghibli booth, and a little gacha booth. and there was just so much to do. I even got these little photo ops, which was so much fun. And you could see you get a lot of free things, and look what I got. I even collected a bunch of business cards from the artist alley. I even got to meet one of my favorite YouTubers, yes, Amarichu, and it was totally unexpected too. I knew she was going to be at the event, but I didn't know if it was okay to go up to her. I was sort of nervous. But when I went to the trash taste booth, it was so cool and it had a bunch of little photo ops, and you could sit there and act like you're a part of the podcast. When I was looking at one of the photo ops, I turned and Emaricha was right there, and I was like looking around to see if other people noticed that it was her, but no one noticed. And I asked if I could take a picture with her, and she was so nice. Also, apparently when I was recording a bunch of clips for my TikTok, you guys on TikTok actually told me that I recorded a TikToker by accident. Here's the TikToker. I don't know who this person is, but maybe you do. Okay, so you're at the convention, right? And you decided to take a rest. But when you sit down, you realize something has been bothering you, and you didn't even realize it because you were so focused on the event. Your cosplay shoes. And it hits your feet. They hurt so bad. And this leads me to my next point. Never ever wear cosplay shoes. Just kidding. If you want to wear shoes like that to specifically match your character, that's cool. I did that as well. Like, I wore these long high heel boots because I wanted to be tall. I felt powerful. You know, when you're given a pair of heels, you just feel powerful. Because I'm a relatively short person, and I knew Makima was, you know. Anything I ever say in this video, please keep this in your mind. Bring extra comfy shoes. Imagine walking around for this event for so many hours without breaks, walking up and down the stairs and lines, and it could do a number on your feet. I legit sat on the floor sometimes after going through one row in Artist Alley because my feet hurt so bad. At the end of the day at the convention, after showing off your cosplay to everyone, I promise you, changing into different shoes won't hurt your cosplay at all. It really is to your benefit because now I never want to look at a pair of heels again. Overall, have fun at the event. You paid for this experience, and don't let anyone ruin your fun, and enjoy and see as much as you can. My first convention experience at the end of the day was very fun, and I want to do it again someday. Please let me know if you have any other tips on conventions. I would love to hear them for my next convention. Or cosplay tips. You know, I'm very new to cosplay. Till then, thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe for more videos like this. Goodbye. Okay, before finishing this video, I would like to honor some comments I got on my last video. I'm very thankful for all of you guys who came from the collab, and all these nice comments just bring me so much joy and motivation to do more YouTube things. So I just like to honor these comments. I may do this for the next video as well, so your comment might be in my next video. So comment below anything and you might be featured in my next video.